Hey, greetings, students. My name is James Sturdivant. I'm going to be your instructor this semester. So I thought I'd throw together a little video which talks about the class. And I'm going to touch on a lot of things, the syllabus, the calendar, the cohort groups that we're going to form. These are small discussion groups. I'm going to talk about how you'll be assessed. I'll also talk about field experience. So my hope is that I'm going to answer a lot of your questions. At the end, I'm going to encourage you to reach out to me and maybe we can get a little communication going even before class starts. Hey, I'm really excited. I'm so thrilled that you're part of the class. Look forward to meeting you real soon. I just want to talk just a little bit about me, just give you a little background. I taught for 34 years in K-12. I was a high school social studies teacher, and the majority of that time I spent at Big Walnut High School, which is in eastern Delaware County up by Columbus. And I retired in 2019. I went to Muskingum a number of decades ago, and the department head at that time was interested in me teaching some education classes. I started teaching in 2019 at Muskingum, and I live a long way from campus, so I just drive down once a week, and that'll become evident when we go over the calendar. But it's been so much fun. I've enjoyed it so much that every semester the department asks me, "Hey, would you teach again?" And every semester I say yes, because I would really miss it if I didn't do it. So, I'm a person, I've been in education a long time. Uh, I've experienced a lot of the things that you might experience, and I can tell you that as far as I'm concerned, it's the greatest job in the world. I think that you chose the right major, and I'm going to help you, hopefully, inspire you to become the best possible teacher you can be. Welcome. In describing 313, I'm going to say something that some of you might think is a little odd. I want you to picture in your mind's eye like what you enjoy doing. It could be something artistic, it could be something athletic, it could be just some hobby that you have. And when you do that, you feel in the flow, you feel in the zone, like time just whisks by and you don't even realize it's whisking by. I want to make, I'm not kidding, I want to make you feel the same thing about planning your lessons. I feel that way. I consider creating lessons for this class an artistic experience. You ask a lot of educators, do they enjoy planning lessons? They'll probably say no. I wanna try to inspire you to learn to really enjoy it. And if that switch can be flipped, this profession could be magical for you. So we're going on a journey this semester. I'm going to see if I can help inspire in you a true love for curriculum design. Wow, I can't believe I just said that. When you go on Blackboard, you can look at the syllabus, and at the end of the syllabus, there's a calendar for the class. I also have a tab there that says condensed calendar uh, for 313, and you can just click right on the link. It'll take you right to that document. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I live a long way from campus, and I made it clear to Muskingum, I'm only going to drive to campus one day a week, and that class day will change uh, frequently, and you just need to look at the calendar and make sure you know what's going on. The other days will often have a virtual class with a small group of students called a cohort, which I'll talk about in the next slide. Uh, the good news is that once a week generally you have a day off, so that's awesome news. So I think you're going to like this blended uh, learning environment. It's probably the way a lot of your instruction is going to be in the future. I mean, distance learning is here to stay. So one day on campus where we can interact face to face, one day generally doing some type of cohort activity on Teams, and one day for you to do what you want. I'm really excited about this part of the class in which we're going to get together frequently in small groups. of 4 to 5 students, and we're going to discuss things that have taken place in class. This has the potential to be a very rich learning experience for everyone, myself included. And when you go through the calendar, you'll see that some days you'll meet at a certain time, other days you'll meet at another time, but it'll just be this group of students that you're going to be grouped with throughout the semester. So hopefully you guys like each other. So on the weekly calendar, you're going to see this link at the beginning of the week called the weekly hyperdoc. That's where you go to find out what I'm going to ask you to do for the week. That's a really valuable link. Utilize it. And one thing I want to make sure that you understand is the condensed version that's on Blackboard, that little tab, that's the one that can be updated because, there's going to be some changes as the semester unfolds. So utilize that instead of going to the syllabus and scrolling all the way down to the bottom. Look at those weekly hyperdocs, and you can figure out what it is you're going to be required to do each week. There's 2 texts in 313. The first one, Effective Teaching Methods, is a really important text. It's the how-to. It's the A plus B equals C instructive text. And it's full of good information. We're going to utilize it a lot. As a matter of fact, both of these texts, we're going to utilize the majority of both. And then the other book, man, I just love this book, Designed for How People Learn. And, where effective teaching methods is kind of clinical, this one, Designed for How People Learn, is very inspirational, at least to me. I just found it's so easy to read. It's got great comics in it. I found it just really motivating, and I hope you do too. And like with all my texts, I like student feedback. If you love them, tell me. If you hate them, tell me. Go ahead and give me feedback about the text and how useful or unuseful they are. I appreciate that. Field experience is a really important part of this class, and it really is twofold. Number one, you're going to create a lesson based on the Muskingum lesson plan template, and you're going to deliver that lesson. So that's going to be your field experience. You're going to be out in the field actually teaching. Wow. So it's a great experience for you. We're going to work on it. Don't be uptight about it. I'm going to be with you every step of the way, but it is a big, important part of the class. If you teach assessment, which I do, you need to take assessment seriously, which I do. And I'm not a fan of total points, which is pretty standard practice in a lot of classes. I believe that certain activities should be worth more percentage-wise. And so in this course, and I want you to go on the syllabus and look through, because I explain it pretty much in detail, but just hear me out right now. There's going to be 3 categories of grades in here, and each is going to be worth roughly 1/3 of your final grade. There's going to be 2 summative assessments, a final and a midterm. There's going to be application. This is where you are out teaching in your field experience, or you're presenting in class. And then there is the cohorts. The cohorts are these small group discussions where if you're enthusiastic and you put forth some effort, you're going to get a perfect score on that part. And I predict that's going to be your favorite part of the class. So not total points. It's going to be weighted based on categories. Please go on the syllabus and check out the description. I've had a couple students in here. I looked at the roster before, and they'll tell you that I have this app on my phone called Voxer, which I utilize a lot. It's a great way to get a hold of me. You can email me, you can call me, you can do all those things. But if you want an immediate response, if you want a quick response, you hop on Voxer, and you and I will interact that way. I like to say it's like a walkie-talkie. So put the Voxer app on your phone, search my name. You're going to see this shocking yellow background picture of me, and just shoot me a message, and maybe we can start a little dialogue even before class starts. Hey, I joke with my friends that I teach 2 of the most boring sounding classes in Muskingum University. I teach assessment and curriculum and design. Now, don't those just sound thrilling? I love teaching these classes. And I love the challenge of trying to make something that some people would think is dull, engaging. I'm so glad you're here. I think we have a great semester. Can't wait to talk to you. Can't wait to meet you.